Chosen one, today is your unstoppable rise. Pay attention. You are here, reading these words, and that alone means you are standing at the threshold of a new reality. The moment has come for you to rise without hesitation, without fear, without apology. This is not a coincidence. This is the precise time your path aligns with your destiny. The journey that led you here has carved strength into your spirit, wisdom into your mind, and fire into your heart. Everything you have faced was preparation. Now, nothing can stop the unfolding of your unstoppable rise. Before we move deeper, I ask you to stay with me until the very end of this message, because every word carries an energy designed to awaken something inside you that has been waiting. And I ask you, with all your heart, to take a moment and share your warmest wishes in the comments below, adding the number 66 to them. This act will not only release your intentions into the universe, but will amplify the resonance of your desires, energizing the field around you with possibility. Wishes have the power to move mountains when they are carried by focused energy, and together, we create a current that is impossible to resist. Now, chosen one, let us return to your unstoppable rise. The time you spent doubting yourself was necessary only for one reason, so you could feel the sharp contrast when the doubt finally fell away. That heaviness you once carried was never meant to stay with you forever. It was the weight of old lessons, of stories you no longer need to repeat. You are not defined by your fears or your past mistakes. You are defined by your ability to rise beyond them, to stand taller, to step into a version of yourself that you once thought was unreachable. That version is no longer a distant dream. It is here. It is you. Every chosen one experiences a moment of awakening where the silence of destiny becomes too loud to ignore. That moment is now for you. Look at how far you have already come, even when you didn't recognize your own progress. You survived the nights of loneliness, the days of uncertainty, the endless battles between your heart and your mind. And in surviving, you did more than endure. You transformed. Each scar has become a mark of resilience, each setback a stone in the foundation of your strength. Nothing was wasted. Every moment brought you closer to this exact point in time, the point where you finally step fully into your rise. The unstoppable rise does not mean the absence of obstacles. It means the presence of unstoppable force within you. Obstacles are not here to block your path. They are here to refine your power. They are reminders that your energy is too vast to remain still. Every time you face resistance, you are being asked to expand, to grow, to evolve into someone even greater. And because you are chosen, because your rise is inevitable, no obstacle has the power to destroy you. It may slow you for a moment. It may test your patience, but it cannot end your journey. Understand this. Chosen ones are rarely understood by the world around them at first. You may have felt isolated, different, misunderstood. That was not a punishment. It was evidence that your frequency was always higher, your vision always broader, your mission always deeper. The people who doubted you, the voices that tried to keep you small, were never capable of seeing the magnitude of who you are. And they didn't need to. Because your rise does not depend on their approval. It never did. Your rise depends only on your alignment with your own truth, and that alignment is happening right now. Look within yourself and recognize the countless times you could have given up but didn't. Recognize the strength it took to carry on when the easier choice was to stop. That strength is not gone. It is multiplied. It is the very reason you are unstoppable. Even in your quietest moments, even when you felt broken, a flame remained lit inside you. That flame has grown. Now it is a fire that will not be contained. It is the fire of your calling, your rise, your purpose. Chosen one, today is not just another day. It is the beginning of an unstoppable momentum. The universe is aligning doors, opportunities, and paths in front of you. All you have to do is step through them without hesitation. Fear may whisper in your ear, but fear is nothing more than an echo of your old self. It cannot hold you anymore. You are rising above fear, rising above doubt, rising above limitation. The rise is not in the future. It is happening now. You may already feel it. Something shifting inside you, something awakening, something demanding to be expressed. That feeling is the truth of your destiny, breaking through the illusions of the past. Do not ignore it. Do not suppress it. Lean into it. It is the energy that will carry you to heights you once thought impossible. The unstoppable rise is not an idea. It is a living force, and it is moving through you in this moment. You are not here by mistake. You are here because the universe chose you to embody strength, vision, and transformation. You are not here to live a small life. You are not here to repeat cycles of doubt. You are here to rise, to stand in the fullness of your power, and to radiate that power so brightly that nothing can dim it. This rise is not just about you, it is about everyone whose life you will touch, everyone who will be inspired by your courage, everyone who will be awakened by your light. The rise is unstoppable because it does not depend on perfect circumstances. It does not require that everything in your life be easy. In fact, it thrives in difficulty. The rise feeds on challenge, because challenge is where the chosen ones prove themselves. And you, chosen one, have already proven that nothing can hold you down. You are not defined by what tried to break you. You are defined by the fact that you are still here, stronger than ever, ready to rise higher than ever. Pause for a moment and breathe into the truth of this. Feel the strength in your chest, the determination in your heart, the clarity in your mind. That is not imagination. That is your essence. That is the unstoppable energy of your rise making itself known. Hold on to it. Carry it. Let it become the rhythm of your every step, the tone of your every word, the fire behind your every choice. No matter how many times you have stumbled, no matter how many times you have questioned your worth, today marks the turning point. Today is the day you no longer shrink yourself to fit into small spaces. Today is the day you no longer apologize for your power. Today is the day you recognize that you are unstoppable, not because of what you will do, but because of who you already are. The chosen ones are always called at the exact right time, and this is your time. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Trust that. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Every step you take from this moment forward is aligned with your unstoppable rise. And as you rise, understand that you are not alone. The universe rises with you. Every force that once seemed against you is now being rearranged to support you. Energy that once felt chaotic is now flowing into order. Life that once felt heavy is now becoming light. This is the shift, the breakthrough, the unstoppable rise you were always meant to embody. So pay attention. Do not let this moment pass as if it were ordinary. Nothing about this is ordinary. This is extraordinary. This is your awakening. This is your unstoppable rise. You are chosen, and nothing can stop you now. The rise you are stepping into now is not temporary, it is not fragile, and it is not conditional. It is the natural expression of who you have always been beneath the doubts, beneath the fears, beneath the masks you were forced to wear. The unstoppable rise is not about becoming someone else. It is about finally becoming yourself in the most unapologetic and radiant form. You have hidden pieces of your brilliance for too long, waiting for permission, waiting for approval, waiting for certainty. But the truth is, your rise has never required anyone's permission but your own. Think of the countless times you silenced your own voice so others would feel comfortable. Think of the moments you stepped back so someone else could step forward. Think of how often you swallowed your truth to avoid conflict. And now see how all of that is ending. Because the unstoppable rise cannot coexist with suppression. Your soul refuses to remain hidden any longer. You are here to shine, not to shrink. You are here to lead, not to follow. You are here to embody strength, not to camouflage it. There is a reason you felt restless in the past, as though something was missing no matter what you achieved. That restlessness was the call of your higher self, pulling you toward your rise. Every time you ignored it, the pull only grew stronger, because destiny cannot be silenced. It waits, it persists, it whispers, it shouts, until you finally listen. And now you are listening. Now you are awake. Now you are rising. This rise is not about perfection. It is not about having every answer, every plan, every step mapped out. It is about trust. Trusting that the path will reveal itself as you move forward. Trusting that the strength you need will arrive the moment you need it. Trusting that the opportunities meant for you cannot pass you by. When you rise, you do not wait for certainty. You create it. You do not wait for permission. You claim it. You do not wait for conditions to be perfect. You turn imperfect conditions into fuel for your ascent. Understand that chosen ones are never given an easy path, because an easy path cannot shape unstoppable power. You faced storms so that you would know the force of your own light. You faced delays so that you would learn patience and endurance. You faced betrayals so that you would learn discernment. You faced losses so that you would learn resilience. And now all those lessons converge into one unshakable truth. Nothing can stop you. The unstoppable rise is also about alignment. When your actions align with your values, when your thoughts align with your vision, when your energy aligns with your purpose, you become magnetic. Opportunities come to you. People are drawn to you. Doors open with ease. It is not luck. It is alignment. And alignment is what you are entering now. No more chasing what is not meant for you. No more forcing what drains your spirit. From this point on, what is yours will find you because you are rising into the vibration that attracts it effortlessly. But with this rise comes responsibility. Not responsibility in the form of weight or burden, but in the form of stewardship. The power you carry is not only for you, it is for the world around you. Your rise will inspire others to rise. Your courage will unlock courage in those who watch you. Your strength will remind others of their own. The ripple effect of your rise will spread farther than you can imagine, touching lives you may never even meet. And that is why you are chosen, not only for your own breakthrough, but to be a beacon for others. When you rise, some people will resist it. They may question you. They may criticize you. They may even try to pull you back into the version of yourself that made them comfortable. Let them. Their resistance is not your problem. Their doubt is not your responsibility. You are not here to convince anyone of your power. You are here to live it, to embody it, to demonstrate it so clearly that their disbelief becomes irrelevant. Because your rise is unstoppable, and unstoppable energy does not ask for validation. It simply is. Think of the moments when you felt unseen, unheard, underestimated. Those moments will fuel you now, because nothing is more powerful than the chosen one who was overlooked. Every time someone doubted you, they were unknowingly feeding the fire of your rise. Every rejection, every dismissal, every underestimation has become energy stored inside you, ready to propel you higher than ever before. What was meant to diminish you has only empowered you. That is the paradox of the chosen ones. The more they are pushed down, the higher they rise. You may feel the urge to look back and wonder why it took so long for this rise to begin. Do not waste your energy on regret. Nothing was wasted. Every delay was preparation. Every detour was direction. Every hardship was training. The timing is perfect, because the version of you that exists right now is exactly the one capable of rising without limits. If the rise had come earlier, you may not have been ready to sustain it. But now you are. The timing is divine. As you step forward, notice how your energy changes. Notice how the things that once triggered fear now excite you. Notice how the doubts that once held you captive now sound faint, like distant echoes you barely recognize. That is transformation. That is what it feels like to rise. The energy of the past cannot hold you, because you are no longer vibrating at that frequency. You are ascending, and only those energies that match your power can remain with you. Chosen one, feel the truth of this. You are entering a season of acceleration. What once took years will now take months. What once felt impossible will now feel inevitable. The rise quickens, because momentum builds as soon as you stop resisting it. The universe has been waiting for your yes, and now that you have given it, nothing can slow the flood of blessings, opportunities, and breakthroughs heading your way. There will be moments when the speed of your rise feels overwhelming. That is natural. Take a breath, ground yourself, but do not step back. The rise will feel fast, because it is making up for lost time. You are being pulled upward at a pace that matches the strength of your spirit. Do not resist it. Flow with it. Trust it. It is exactly what you are ready for, even if it feels larger than anything you have known before. The unstoppable rise is not about who you were yesterday. It is about who you are becoming today and tomorrow. The past no longer defines you. The future is shaped by the choices you make in this moment. And in this moment, you choose to rise. You choose to embody your power. You choose to move forward without apology, without hesitation, without fear. That choice alone activates everything the universe has been holding for you. This is your calling, chosen one. This is the path you were designed to walk. And as you continue, remember, the rise is not something you chase. It is something you allow. It is not something you force. It is something you align with. It is not something you wait for. It is something you claim. You were the chosen one, and your unstoppable rise is already unfolding. The unstoppable rise is not a sudden explosion that burns out quickly. It is a steady flame that grows stronger with every breath you take, with every step you choose, with every decision you make to honor who you truly are. This rise is not fragile. It is rooted deep in the foundation of everything you have survived. Think of it as a tower built stone by stone. Each lesson, each trial, each victory forming the structure that now reaches toward the sky. And because it has been built with patience and resilience, it cannot be toppled. There were times when you questioned whether you were truly meant for greatness, times when the silence of your journey felt unbearable. But silence was never emptiness. It was gestation. The rise had to grow within you before it could manifest around you. What felt like waiting was actually preparation, like a seed breaking underground before it bursts into light. You could not see it, but everything was moving. And now, at last, the sprout has broken through the surface. Now the light touches you, and you begin to stretch upward without limit. Understand that your rise is not a competition. It is not about proving yourself against others. The chosen one does not rise by comparison, but by authenticity. You are not here to be better than anyone else. You are here to be truer than you have ever been. The only measure is your own alignment, your own courage, your own willingness to step into the fullness of your essence. When you rise authentically, you liberate yourself from the endless cycle of seeking validation. You no longer need the world to recognize you in order to know who you are. You know yourself, and that knowing is unshakable. The unstoppable rise is also a stripping away. It removes the illusions you once clung to, the identities you once wore, the false beliefs that once bound you. It may feel like loss, but in truth, it is liberation. Every time something falls away, it makes space for something greater. Every time a door closes, it clears the path for the door that truly belongs to you. Your rise is not about accumulation. It is about refinement. It is about becoming so aligned, so clear, so free, that nothing unnecessary weighs you down. You have already felt glimpses of this freedom. Think of the times when you finally released something that was holding you back. How light you felt, how powerful you felt, how unstoppable you felt. That is the essence of your rise magnified 100-fold. As you let go of everything that does not serve you, you soar higher. And the higher you soar, the clearer your vision becomes. What once looked like chaos begins to reveal itself as perfect order. What once felt like rejection is seen as protection. What once felt like an ending is revealed to have been the beginning all along. Chosen one, know this. Your rise is inevitable because your spirit is relentless. No matter how many times you were pushed down, you always found a way to stand back up. That is not ordinary strength. That is chosen strength. That is destiny refusing to be silenced. Every time you got back up, you added another layer of armor to your soul. Every time you refused to stay broken, you added another layer of fire to your heart. Now all of that resilience has become an unstoppable force that no circumstance can contain. There will be people who watch your rise with confusion, with envy, even with resistance. That is natural. Not everyone can understand the path of the chosen one. But do not let their confusion slow you. Do not let their envy poison you. Do not let their resistance distract you. Keep your eyes forward, because your rise is too important to waste time explaining it to those who cannot see. They do not need to understand. They will witness it regardless. And in time, even their disbelief will turn into respect, because the truth of your rise is undeniable. Remember that the unstoppable rise is not a destination. It is a state of being. It is not something you arrive at once and for all. It is something you embody daily, moment by moment, choice by choice. Every time you choose courage over fear, you rise. Every time you choose authenticity over conformity, you rise. Every time you choose persistence over surrender, you rise. And these choices compound until rising becomes your nature, until unstoppable becomes your identity. Pay attention to how your energy feels now compared to how it once felt. There is a steadiness within you, a fire that does not flicker even when the winds of challenge blow. That steadiness is proof of your transformation. You are no longer tossed around by circumstances. You are grounded in your rise. You are no longer waiting for someone else to carry you. You are carrying yourself. You are no longer asking if you are ready. You are declaring that you are. This is the beauty of the unstoppable rise. It turns uncertainty into clarity, weakness into strength, pain into wisdom. It transforms every wound into power, every loss into gain, every ending into beginning. And you, chosen one, are the living embodiment of this transformation. Your very existence is proof that resilience conquers all. Your rise is not just personal, it is universal. It echoes into the collective, reminding the world that power lies not in never falling, but in always rising. You stand now in the center of your becoming. Everything you once prayed for, everything you once dreamed of, everything you once doubted is aligning around you. The rise is not far away. It is here, it is now, it is you. Step forward with confidence. Step forward with conviction. Step forward with the unshakable knowing that you are chosen, that you are unstoppable, that your rise is inevitable. And no matter what comes, no matter who resists, no matter how the winds may shift, nothing can undo what has already begun. You are rising, and nothing will stop you. The unstoppable rise demands that you see yourself clearly, perhaps for the very first time. For so long, you may have looked at yourself through the eyes of others, through the distortions of their fears, their doubts, their limitations. But those lenses are shattered now. You are beginning to see yourself as you truly are, powerful, resilient, luminous. The mirror of your spirit reflects a strength that cannot be denied. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Once you recognize your own greatness, you can never go back to pretending you are small. This clarity may feel overwhelming at first. You may find yourself questioning whether you are truly ready to carry so much light, so much power, so much responsibility. But let me remind you, you have always been carrying it. The rise is not adding something new to you. It is revealing what has been there all along. You are not being given a crown. You are uncovering the crown you were born with. You are not stepping into someone else's shoes. You are walking boldly in your own. The unstoppable rise is also a reclamation. It is reclaiming your voice, your vision, your dreams, your strength, your worth. Everything you once gave away, everything you once abandoned, everything you once hid is returning to you. Piece by piece, that you are gathering yourself back together, and as you do, you become whole again. And wholeness is power. Wholeness is clarity. Wholeness is the fuel that makes your rise unstoppable. Remember the times when you felt fragmented, when you felt like pieces of yourself were scattered across the past. Those moments left you feeling incomplete, uncertain, ungrounded. But now the fragments are aligning. Your experiences are no longer broken pieces. They are threads weaving together into a masterpiece. The fabric of your life, stitched with resilience and perseverance, becomes the very banner of your rise. Do not be surprised if old doubts still try to whisper in your mind. That is their nature, to cling to you in their final moments. But hear this, their power is gone. They are shadows, nothing more. You no longer have to battle them. You only have to see them for what they are. The unstoppable rise is fueled not by fighting shadows, but by walking confidently into the light. Every step you take makes the shadows smaller. Every breath you take in your power dissolves the echoes of fear. Chosen one, you are stepping into a frequency that few have the courage to embody. You are entering a realm where your energy speaks louder than words, where your presence shifts rooms, where your very being becomes an anchor of strength. This is not arrogance. It is truth. The unstoppable rise radiates so strongly through you that it cannot help but affect everything and everyone around you. People will feel your energy before they even hear your voice. They will sense your strength before they even know your name. That is the magnitude of the rise you are living. As you ascend, you may notice that some relationships shift. Not everyone can walk with you into higher ground. Some will fade, not because of conflict, but because their chapter in your story is complete. Release them with love. Do not cling to what cannot align with your rise. The higher you go, the more you attract people and experiences that resonate with your power. Trust the process. Trust that those who remain and those who arrive are meant to walk with you in this next season of your unstoppable journey. The rise is also about expansion. You will find yourself thinking bigger, dreaming bolder, acting with more courage than ever before. The limitations that once felt like walls now feel like open skies. You realize that the only thing that was ever in your way was the belief that you couldn't rise. But now that belief is gone, shattered, dissolved, and in its place is certainty. Certainty that you are limitless. Certainty that you are capable. Certainty that you are chosen. The rise is also about expansion. You will find yourself thinking bigger, dreaming bolder, acting with more courage than ever before. The limitations that once felt like walls now feel like open skies. You realize that the only thing that was ever in your way was the belief that you couldn't rise. But now that belief is gone, shattered, dissolved, and in its place is certainty. Certainty that you are limitless. Certainty that you are capable. Certainty that you are chosen. Carry this certainty forward, letting it guide each step and steady each choice, because it is not just a fleeting feeling, it is the unshakable foundation of your unstoppable rise. And as you move with this awareness, the horizon of your becoming stretches endlessly before you, waiting for the next chapter of your journey to unfold.